Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the SMU Mustangs kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time.
That feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Gashing the D on the right. Running inside the 20. He's up to 51 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast. But, David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Under pressure. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. hand it to the back. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. Run by this ball carrier. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He has 60 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They'll ride him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years.
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Daniels. Firing deep. Touchdown, Seminoles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Number 36, set to kick off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hale. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's going to take off. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, he's got some space. saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for running room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Right back to the well. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
Yeah. Coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Searching for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. Defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And he makes the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. It's a draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They give it back to him. Shakes off the defender. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Working the ground game. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Left side, it's Knight. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. They'll run it. Sees a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off.
It's a seam wide open, and he scores! Touchdown, SMU!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. It's a draw. Sweet cut there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Miles is way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Noles will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun. Uh-oh, look out. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the play.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Using his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Huskies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media.
He's at the 20. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Paul.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Out wide left, it's Robinson. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. back to throw. It's Daniels. Rush right in his face. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just feeds the running back. He's got the first down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Right side, it's Lopez. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. They'll run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Knowles!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Running through contact. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Straight ahead, it's Green. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Mustangs! They're not going away in this upset bid as they have answered with a score of their own. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to establish the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Left side is Lopez. At the 45, on his way. Oh, a lot of space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a...
Backs going for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Flips it out in the flat. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's shown you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got him quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
To advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. Keeps it and gets to 1st down. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterbacks.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out wide right, it's Robinson. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Now they'll run the draw, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Great job by the defense staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
DB's right up on the receivers. Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Right side, it's Lopez. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Drops back, it's Daniels. And down goes the quarterback. They tried to take the lead here in the 4th, but were denied. Down to 17 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and what a miracle it would be if they pull this out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Hand it to the back. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.